What's up, guys? So this is an announcement. For one, this is my final video that I'm doing on this YouTube channel. I'm going to be starting a new one very, very soon. So I guess technically this is my second to last one because my last one is going to be advertising my new channel. But besides that, this is going to be my last video. I wanted to do this video for a send-off. I think it's a good one to do. This is my top 5 saddest moments in video game history. Here we go. At number 5, I'm going to have to say it's going to be Lee's death in the Telltale series The Walking Dead. This scene was very heart-touching and heartwarming, and it was so sad and depressing when this happened because Lee was such a great character throughout the whole series, and basically felt like a dad to Clementine because Clementine didn't really have anybody, and Lee took her in, and he's sitting here dying right in front of Clementine. And this scene was a very touching, very heartwarming, very heartbreaking scene for the entire Telltale Walking Dead game. Again, the game was fantastic, but this scene is definitely 1000% probably the saddest scene in the entire history of the game. And it was like I said, it was a heart touching moment because he just falls over dead. So that was definitely number 5 for me.
4.
Coming in at number 4, Marvel Spider-Man 2, the death of Harry Osborn was such a traumatic scene, and you knew it was coming. Whenever he took over, or whenever Venom took over as him, you knew it was gonna happen. There was no way to avoid it. You knew it was coming. But still, in this very moment, it was heart-wrenching. It was shattering. It was devastating watching this scene because Peter loves Harry, even though Harry, had that moment to where he couldn't help it. He was Venom. And it was just a very, very heart-warming scene to where the entire scene was very sad because Harry was Peter's best friend, just without a doubt, was 100% his best friend, and no matter the bad that he caused and did in the town, he was still Harry Osborn.
I'm sorry.
And Peter felt like he failed him, but there was no other way for this to happen. So this scene definitely gets number 4 on my list of the saddest scenes in video game history.
3.
Coming in at number 3, oh man, this scene was something else. Especially coming from one parent, watching this scene was absolutely gut-wrenching. It was awful. This scene was so sad and terrible. It made you feel it. You could feel what Joe was going through. You could feel his hurt as he watched his daughter die right into his eyes, and knowing there's nothing that he could do to save her.
I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know.
I'm almost choking up watching it right now.
Sarah.
Such a very, very sad, and seeing that just, God, it's so devastating. Very sad.
2.
You guys probably knew that this scene was coming. This scene was very, very sad because Joe was such an icon, and the fact that they killed him off, and especially so early in the game, made it so sad because Joe was like a father to Ellie. He took her in, he saved her because they were going to kill her in the last game, and he did absolutely everything for her as she sits there and watches her father-like figure die right in front of her eyes. And this scene too, you build such a good relationship with Joe. You love Joe. You love playing as Joe. You love his character. And they just sit here and beat him to death while Ellie watches. If you didn't feel some kind of remorse or sadness or anything like that, then there's something wrong with you. But that definitely takes the cake for number 2. So here we are with the number 1 pick. And this one right here, for some reason, it always makes me tear up and cry. Go ahead and drop a comment if you think you know what it is. But here is number 1.
I've got the cure right here.
Aunt May's death from Spider-Man
Take
1.
off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
The fact that she knew it was Peter and he had the cure.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
It was so sad. Like, this entire scene was sad.
I'm so proud of you.
First time in a long time at a video game did I cry
Me too.
for like the very first time, but
All the
this game was,
say.
oh man.
I don't know what to do.
The fact that he could have gave her the cure and saved her, but millions of others would have died. And he had to make the choice to give the cure to the scientists so that way they could spread the cure and cure everybody. And he had to kill Aunt May. He could have saved her, but he knew that's not what Aunt May would have wanted. He knows that she would have been upset with that choice. So sitting here watching her die while he knew that he could have done something was sad. And there we have it, guys. My top 5 saddest video game history moments. Go ahead and drop a comment and let me know what some of the saddest moment was for you. Thank you guys so much for watching.